time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Now he's free at the 35. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A nice little juke. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Diggs going in motion right.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Mixon will try the right side.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Davis now to return it.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
This a 2nd and 8. Now Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Mixing up the middle. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Davis.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert changing things up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Flush to his right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs from 21 yards away.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Stroud off the play fake.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd and 5.
Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. On the slant, here's Collins.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
He may go. Nico Collins.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
78 yards.
And the Texans have moved out in front.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Herbert.
Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Now it's Herbert.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That is caught by Dell.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Back now in Houston, it's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Now he's loose at the 40.
Muscles by at the 25. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Here's Stroud.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 6 yards away.
And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14.
45. Chargers 31.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10.
Running left, it's Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And making the play defensively there, Brandon Eccles. Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go on the ground.
And that play going absolutely nowhere. They sniffed it out from the start, and it'll turn into a big loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
162 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out.
And got his man complete. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Herbert going to throw.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud back to throw.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
To throw with Stroud.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.